You awake to the sound of loud thumps and heavy rain. As soon as you wake up, the smell of the ocean soothes its way into your nostrils. Not a smell you like, but it's one you're used to. Your crew has been out to sea for a while now, and although you're not a large group, you've been able to withstand hardships that would have made others crumble. They're like family to you. Then you realize no one's around you. That's odd. You make your way up to the deck. It's dark, and you can't see anybody. You start to panic slightly. Did something happen while you were asleep? You walk around for a bit, and you notice one of the crew standing at the edge of the boat. Their arms were extended out to their side, almost as if trying to fly away with wings that were not there. And then they jump. You gasp and make your way as fast as you can to see if they are okay, when suddenly, you stop dead in your tracks. You hear the most enchanting voice you've ever heard in your life. It's coming from the ocean. You walk over and stand at the edge for what seems like forever, trying to decipher who exactly could produce a note so alluring. You see the ocean surface break, and there she is. The one. She's beautiful, and it looks like she's inviting you to join her. One of the more well-known creatures to emerge from Greek mythology is the Siren. They were dangerous creatures who used their mesmerizing song to cause sailors to shipwreck. Their original depiction was fairly simple, a bird-like creature with the head of a woman. They have taken many forms throughout the ages. They've gone from being women with the legs and feet of a bird playing musical instruments to looking like mermaids. According to the Roman poets Virgil and Ovid, they were said to live on the islands known as Sirenum Scopuli, which were located in between the magical island of the enchantress Circe, called Aea, and the dwelling of the monster Scylla. The Greek hero Odysseus encounters the Sirens after his visit to Circe's island. Just before he passes by Scylla and the whirlpool, Charybdis. He had his men tie him to the mast so he could hear the song and live. The ears of his men were covered with beeswax, so they were unaffected by the siren song, and they couldn't hear Odysseus telling them to crash the ship either. Odysseus' crew wasn't the only one that encountered sirens. A couple of centuries after the Odyssey was written, Apollonius Rhodius wrote the Argonautica. It's an epic poem detailing the events of Jason and the Argonauts and their voyage to retrieve the golden fleece from the island Colchis. The centaur Chiron advised Jason that he should bring Orpheus with him. Orpheus was a musician and brought his lyre with him. Upon hearing the song, he began playing his lyre, and it drowned out any trace of the siren song. It wasn't as effective as the trick Odysseus' crew did because one of the Argonauts still heard it and jumped into the sea. However, he was rescued by the goddess Aphrodite. The Sirens were said to be offspring of the river god Achelous, with either of the Muses, 9 goddesses of literature and science. There is no exact number on how many there were. Homer stated that there were 2. Eventually, this number changed to 3 and even rose as high as 8. Any mortal who heard the siren song and lived would drive the siren to suicide. You look down. The sea is ravenous and wild. Jumping would be suicide. You don't care. The voice becomes louder now that it has blocked out all other sounds. Jumping doesn't seem so bad now. Anything to get closer. She's still there, beckoning you with her finger. You look down at the waters and jump. Within a couple seconds, you land in the water. The voice is still there, singing that same beautiful note. It makes you feel like it will all be okay. And it will be. But not for you.